Bruce. I'm from Escanaba, Michigan. They're way up in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Anybody go visit there during the summer? Yeah, it's pretty cool up there. I'm like a long ways from Ann Arbor. We're like up to the Mackinac Bridge, which from the line here is 339 miles to the south end of Mackinac Bridge. And then once you get over the bridge, you go another 144 miles straight west, really close to the Wisconsin border. So with that in mind, I would like to introduce the first guy that started stirring things up right off the bat, a retired educator from Batavia, Ohio. He really was and still is big time into amateur wrestling. And I mean to a point where he has a silver certificate, which qualifies him to take any junior team of wrestlers from the United States anywhere on the planet to compete. How about a nice hand for Mr. Zach Nyson right here from Batavia, Ohio. Yeah, and I also like to thank Zach too, because I was sharpening my chain the other day on the chainsaw. I wasn't operating, but I was running. But I was doing that, and I kind of slipped and kind of raked it across, and he fixed me up really good. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Also, we have with us a newcomer. Oh, he's something else. He's all the way from Bark River, Michigan, and he last weekend on Saturday, a week ago today, he turned 18, and a crowd this big saying happy birthday to him. And the only thing he could think of was, I've never had this many people sing happy birthday to me. How about a nice hand for Mr. Blake Feaster from Bark River? Oh, slow down, my man. Slow down. You're making Zach and I feel really bad. Also, we have with us, what?
He's our version of Fabio.
Yeah. And I'm my version of Flavio. Thanks for setting me up for that. I appreciate it. Hey, you know what else is pretty cool? I mean, it's really cool. This guy's an Eagle Scout. Yeah. That's right.
It's no easy task.
There's no easy task. That's right. And we have with us, he comes out of retirement about 2 or 3 times a year to work with us. He's all the way from Muleshoe, Alaska. 9-time world log rolling champ. Been on all sorts of TV shows. Unbelievable. You'll see what I mean. All 115 pounds of twisted steel coming out here now. How about a nice hand for Mr. Phil Scott? Here he comes. We should start with a little bit of chainsaw carving, entry-level carving, none of the really artistic stuff, because I'm not that artistic. So, here we go. First one of the day.
I don't know. I've seen the way you arranged the plate there a few times. It looked pretty artistic to me. Okay, excuse my voice. I picked up a little head cold down here. But anyway, Bruce is going to do a little carving. He's got his chaps on. He's got his eye protection, his ear protection. Every year in the United States, there's approximately 40,000 chainsaw accidents. So if you use a saw, make sure you use the right safety equipment. Getting close.
Wow. I think it worked. I have 8 little chairs. Oh, the excitement almost unbearable. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I would like to share a little personal information with you. I think I know you all well enough. I have been carving these chairs for over 37 years. You have no idea how sick and tired I am of carving these chairs. There's another wide receiver from Michigan. I'm just kidding. There's always a couple people from Michigan in the audience, and boy, do they let me have it at the end of the show. And I forgot to tell you something very important. We are going to bring a little bit of history back here today because we have a very special guest that's going to be coming out and being part of our show. And I'll tell you what, we're just going to wait and save it for a surprise for you, okay? Now, 1985, our first year together as a logging show. The first and only show I had that year was the Oklahoma State Fair in Oklahoma City. It was a 17-day fair at the time. We were there for 26 straight seasons, which I thought was untouchable. But what you know, the great state of Ohio is approaching that record with us, so we appreciate that. So, first show I did out there, carved out 6 or 8 of these, gave them to the kids, and the adults started to whine. This one lady in particular came up after the show. She was really disgusted with me, and she says, "I'm not happy with you. I want one. I didn't get one. I'll even pay for it." I'm thinking, no, man, you don't have to pay for it. So I gave her a chair. And but I took her idea back to the motel, and I went to the fair board the next day. I said, "Hey, can you get hold of any wood for me? I'd like to carve some of these and sell them for souvenirs. I make a little expense money." So they said, "Sure." So they fixed me up, and I started carving. I thought over the next 2 weeks, if I could carve 300, 400, 500 of these and sell them for $1 a piece, I'd be happy. The next 2 weeks, at $1 a piece, I sold over 1,850 of these chairs. I hate these chairs. What are you laughing at? Yeah, that sounds like a nasty laugh.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
hey, a buddy of mine was log rolling. He said it's more like $2,000.
Well, just
see, the
like,
party's not telling you is the Cinnabon booth was around the corner, and somebody was tipping in the till.
You're not just born with a physique like this. You know that, don't you?
You got to work at it, right? Overtime.
Yes, sir. Phil, why don't you spread them out if you can? I know it's not easy. Just kind of go all over the place. Phil here, 9-time world log rolling champ right there. And there he's going to be giving those out to the kids. All right. I'll tell you something. Oh, he's spreading them right out there. That's pretty good. You're going to go way over there, too. Yeah. Well, we don't forget the middle, though. I mean, you're going to hit the middle on the way there. There's one over there. There's one over there. Oh, my. My, oh, my, oh, my. Those are really versatile gifts, too. Like if you get sick of them, you can just use them for kindling in the fireplace. Oh, there's somebody raising their hand, Phil. You know what I'm trying to do? You just tire them out before you even get to the log roller. Oh, there we go. And there's another one coming. How about a nice hand for Phil and for all our friends at that? Don't you just love kids? I got to tell you, one year at the Oklahoma State Fair, we pick out this young man and we give it to him, and he hollered. I said, "There, aren't you happy?" And he goes, "No, it's not as nice as the one I got last year." Anyways, this is what they call poling. Now, if he was an actual river driver, which he easily could have been, he'd take these logs and he would float them downriver. It was up to the rivermen to make sure that the logs made it to the sawmill and the holding ponds before they were milled up. Very dangerous occupation when you have a river that's so full of timber from bank to bank that if they fell through, they could not get back up for oxygen. So with that in mind, how about a big hand for Phil? He did a great job. Whoa! You want to see an axe throwing contest? Oh, come on. You want to see an axe throwing contest? That's the Ohio Buckeye fans I was waiting for right there. There it is. All right. In an actual contest, the axe heads have to be between 2.5 and 3 pounds, double bitted. Handles no longer than 24 inches from end to end. That doesn't apply in a show, but in a contest it does. In a contest, you throw from 20 feet to a wooden target, where the center of the bullseye is exactly 5 feet off the ground. If you hit any part of that bullseye, if you just barely nick it, you'll be awarded 5 points. The next ring is 4, 3, and 2. Now, what we're going to do, you normally get 3 throws, okay? We're going to do something a little different today. In an actual contest, we'd go up and they'd say, "Bruce, it's your turn. Do you want to practice throw?" If you said yes, you go up, you take a throw, it counts for nothing. I didn't like that, so I changed it. I call it an optional throw. You might like this. That means we'll go up, we'll take our first throw. If we like where it lands, we'll count it. If not, then we'll call it a practice throw.
Isn't he slick?
They have not adopted that policy at tournaments yet.
No, but our scores keep going up, that's for sure.
Hey, we need to have cheering sections.
Okay, cheering sections. We're going to go right up the center here to the clock. Everybody to my right, you're stuck with yours truly. What do you say? Everybody to my left, you're going to be rooting for Bruce. Now, we're going to try a little experiment on a small scale. Personally, I think it needs to happen on a big scale.
Yeah, I think
today we're going to bring the right and the left together You can cheer for either one of us. What do you think about that, folks?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Now, we'll tell you something else. This most serious part of our show. I take my hat off to show you how much hair I got. No, I take my hat. I take my hat off and I say, do we have any active or retired military personnel, police, firefighter, EMT, first responders, Homeland Security, truck drivers, farmers, teachers, or nurses in the crowd?
Yeah.
Raise your hand. Get them up there. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We live in a free country. Their service is keeping it that way. Thank you, and thank you. You know, it took a pandemic for us to realize how important the truck driver is. And if you talk badmouth a farmer with your mouth full, you need to have a talk to. And lastly, if you value your freedom, you always thank a vet.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And my last public service announcement's this. We love to hear cheering, but remember, it's not wise to boo a man with an axe in his hand.
No, that's right.
That's right. Okay, I got a question. Who wants to see a bullseye? So do I.
Yeah, so do we. All right, come on, Zach, right down the center. A little extra first show of the day. Whoa, what's wrong? That's your optional. That's why we have the optional. That's why I said give her a little more oomph, because that first show is always a little sticky.
I knew that was bad as soon as it left my hands.
I knew it was bad as soon as you let loose. Oh, looks like you might have to, you know what? That's okay, it doesn't matter. It's my show, we'll tell you to stick one. Okay, here we go. Anybody, you guys have a half hour more than what we normally do?
You realize this isn't my fault.
I know. What's the matter?
See that pretty girl up there?
Yeah?
She's bothering me.
That pretty girl up there isn't even looking at you.
That's what's bothering me.
Okay, you got one more. You better stick it this time, pal. That's all right. It's okay. People on my side, this is going to be an easy victory today, okay? All right. Maybe, you never know. I know, I've had days like that too, myself, actually. All right, let's see what we can do first throw of the day.
Solid 4 for Bruce.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to give you a 4 for that miss. So it's tied right up. There you go, nice one. You have to move up just a shade. Just a shade, go right to the black line.
Yep,
You'll be
yep.
fine.
Did you get in there?
4.
A 4.
It's a 4. I have to get one for my wonderful friends out here pretty quick. You better count that one as a bullseye. There's one guy out here though. He knows what's going on here.
Oh, I know. I know.
His name would be Derek, wouldn't it?
That's what makes it hurt so bad.
We have a good friend of ours who's a really good competitor. Where's Derek at? I can't see. Oh, there he is, right there. Thanks for coming over.
He holds
Appreciate it.
multiple state titles in the axe throw, folks.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
You want to talk about someone that can drill bullseyes all day long? It's that guy right there. I'm going to try to impersonate Derek right now.
There it is. Let him in it.
You help me out, pal. Hey, how about a nice hand for Zach? Now, let me tell you something about this. Whenever you do these kind of events, and you know this because he can be dialed in for 3 or 4 tournaments, boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, it's gone. You have no idea why or where, but it's gone. That's what Zach experienced today, so it wasn't too bad. But he's going to win this next event because he's the only one in it. I think they're going to be able to see that shortly. He's just going to demonstrate the underhand block chop for us. The type of wood he's chopping today, is that pine or is that, no, that's poplar there. Poplar has a little bit different color than heartwood, so that's an easy way of telling the two. It's also a hardwood. It comes from a broadleaf tree. If it was a softwood like white pine, it would come from a needle tree. That's an easy way of telling the two apart. He's going to take this 5.5-pound racing axe. He's going to demonstrate for us how they chop a piece of timber in two. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you all set? Let's have a big hand for Zach. We got to get him going again. All right, now, on your mark. Get set.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, what?
I need to turn around.
Why do you need to turn around? Left side to the crowd. Fit. Be nice. Are you set? On your mark. Get set. Go. Now, if he was in an actual contest, he'd be on a stage like this or on the ground with 2 or 3 chopping all against the clock with the fastest times advancing. You notice how he took the bark off of here? Because that's where all the dirt is. And that can really raise heck with the edge of your axe, so the face of your axe. He's going to go into the center, and then he's going to turn and do the same to the front. I don't know, they have several different patterns they use, but a lot of them will go top, top, bottom, bottom. And then the first chip will come out, and they'll do the same all the way down. They get to the center, and then they drive it, what they call a driving shot, to break it in two. Come on, let's have a big hand for Zach. He's doing a nice job. There it is. Pretty nice job there, kid. Pretty nice comeback.
Back in the days when these logs were chopped down, you can see how it formed a V. It was great for the river drivers because these logs would bump over the rocks rather than when they were cut off with a crosscut saw.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, nice.
That's a lot of wisdom there. Right here? Don't, there you go. Okay, what is that?
You know what that is?
What is that?
That's a chip off the old block.
How about a nice hand for our buddy there and over here, Zach? Good job. Now, Zach, or Phil, that was really important. I would have never thought of that.
I thought of it because I was there.
I guess so. This next event, we're going to show you a little bit of the old crosscut saws. The type of saw that cuts, the 2 types that I'm familiar with, one is called the peg and raker, which is what we're using today. This is a 2-peg. It means it has 2 cutting teeth for every raker or cleaner. This saw right here, about $1,000. The ones they use in contests, I'm not 100% sure, $3,000 to $3,500 maybe? $3,000, $3,500 for one of these in a contest. They'll use it maybe 2 or 3 times, send it back to the manufacturer to get it redone again. That's how serious they are. Now you guys are going to show us a demonstration about just how effective they can cut with that. Okay, this ought to be interesting.
These people don't want to see a demonstration. You want competition, right? Yeah. I'm going to take these 2 guys on in a race with my one-man saw.
Have you lost it?
Not completely. I have a one-man saw.
You have a one-man saw?
Yeah.
Well, let's see your one-man saw.
Here it is.
Excuse me.
This is a one-man saw, unless you want to hold the other end.
I don't want the other end.
Then do we have a race? Or are you
Chicken. I don't know. Are you guys chicken? They're ready. We're going to have a race. So give it a quick pull and it'll start right up. Pull it.
It didn't start. Maybe it's a Ford. You got to tow it.
Hey! I happen to be the proud owner of a Ford, so don't give me that stuff here.
I noticed you have tow hooks on the front bumper, too.
Yeah?
And actually, folks, Ford's coming out with an all-new option next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all Ford pickups will have heated tailgates.
What on earth would a Ford brand new pickup need a heated tailgate for?
We're pushing them home in the wintertime.
Hey! Get over there and get ready to race. Get over there and get ready to race. Okay, I want to know, how many people run Fords here? How many Chevy people we have? Seems to be both are terrible.
I guess the majority's Dodge.
That must be something else. Okay, now, you're going to go ahead and start that thing up? All right. Give her a quick pull. There you go. Good job. What's the matter? Not running right? He's not. So you're gonna tune it up, and maybe I'll learn something by watching. Okay. No guarantees. Whoa. Get over here. Get over here. You need a larger dose of medication, whatever you're on. All right. All right. How many people are cheering for the crosscut team of Blake and Zach? Let's get ready. How many are cheering for the Mighty Mole over there? They love you, Phil. All right. Are you ready? Here we go. On your marks. Get set. Go! Oh, this could be something. Whoa! This could be pretty good. Whoa! What do you mean, yeah? What do you mean you won? It's not about how far it goes, meatball. It's about how fast it comes off.
Why didn't you tell me if it wasn't?
I thought you knew that.
No, I didn't understand that.
Well-
I want a rematch. I got a better saw.
Can we give him a rematch?
I got a Australian saw.
An Australian saw.
Yeah.
How do you know it's Australian?
Because it's out back. Actually, this saw here is no good.
What do you mean it's no? Hey! Excuse me. Excuse me. We're here to set an example for the young people of this community. You don't ever treat your equipment like that.
It's not mine.
It's not yours. Whose is it?
It's his.
You looking for a black eye or what?
I'm going to get my other saw.
You better get a better saw. Oh. Oh boy.
Here it
oh
is.
boy.
Here it is. I got
What?
this saw down at Walmart.
You got it? What was it?
Rollback special. Yeah, last one they had too. And this
Really?
saw here
Yeah?
seriously has a very special feature.
Special feature? That black pipe. What is that black pipe?
It's a turkey call.
A turkey call. Does it work?
It must work. We got you here.
Get over here. Get over there and start it up and get it going for the race. What a great crowd. Oh, I'm gonna have him come out here and act like this. All right. Here. All right, he's gonna get it fired up. What do you mean you gotta put a dime in it? Ooh, it sounded like it had a little life in it. Are you ready? What do you mean no? You went through that whole routine and you're not ready? Are you set? On your mark. Get set. Go! Who's gonna be the Whoa! How about a nice hand for Phil, for Blake, and for Zach? They all did a great job. Hey, I gotta tell you, before we really get things wound up here, how we appreciate these audiences. You guys are just absolutely spectacular, and I'll tell you why. One of the first shows we ever did, we were out on the East Coast somewhere, in the mountains somewhere. Little tiny community, but the guy told me when he hired us, he said, this is gonna be great. He said, we got 6 weeks of advertisement, we got the radio, we got the newspaper, we got TV. It's gonna be huge crowds. We get to the first show, 3 elderly ladies showed up. Which would have been okay if that would have held up, but halfway through the show, one got sick and the other 2 had to take her home. So we really appreciate you guys.
Was that the same place that paid us in that cheese?
Yeah, it was, as a matter of fact. Should I tell them about that?
Yeah, tell them about that.
Yeah, so this one little fair that hired us, well, they didn't tell me, but they went over their budget. So when I went in to get paid, they had no money left. And so I'm like, well, what do we do? And the guy said, well, we'll pay you with government cheese. And I'm like, well, something's better than nothing. So there we are, 3 of us. About 3 weeks later, you talk about 3 young entertainers that were bound and determined. I was not going to say that, except Zach wanted me to so bad. You want to see some log rolling? We're going to have the end of two spectrums here. We're going to have the newcomer right over here. This is Blake, our Eagle Scout. He's been at it 4 or 5 years, doing a nice job. On the other hand, we have this guy here. He's been log rolling for probably close to 70 years, 65 years. And we'll tell you why in just a minute. But he's a 9-time world champion, Phil Scott. The log we're using is Western Red Cedar. It's very buoyant and very rot resistant. Just a couple of rules. You cannot cross the center line. You cannot push your opponent in. No, you can't. Is that how you won your titles? You notice there's some carpeting on here because they're just using regular deck shoes, no spikes. Okay, that's the only way we can get a pretty good traction on here without spikes. You can bob the log up and down. You can spin it forward or backward. You can even splash water in your opponent's face. We're going to go 2 out of 3 falls. And you take it over from here, okay?
I was going to help Phil out a little bit first.
All right, how's that?
I think he's feeling a little heavy up top.
Yeah.
Feel better now? Okay. They're going to get on that Western Red Cedar log, 18 inches.
Come on, let's cheer them on,
Here they
everybody
go.
over here.
Match is on.
Over there. Come on, here we go.
Watch each other's feet. Blake looks over his left shoulder, and Phil can look over either shoulder. Wow.
Come on, let's hear it for them. They're doing a great job. Whoa.
Yeah, here we are, best of
Oh!
all 3.
Wow. How about a nice hand for both of our log rollers?
Hey, Blake, do your hair like that one more time. Bruce, do your hair like that one more time.
Hey, you know what's pretty impressive? This guy right here, 75 years old. What do you think? That's pretty
I'd
impressive.
say 75 years young.
Yeah, that's what I'd say too. Man, this is good right here.
Okay,
Looks
Phil's
like-
up 1-0. Who thinks he's going to go 2 straight? Who think Blake's going to come back?
Come on, let's cheer them on.
There they go. Wow.
You okay?
You in a wet
Oh,
spot?
yeah, I did. Yeah. Why not? I'm only 75. I bounce easy. All right. So it looks like we're all knotted up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, 1 apiece.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
We got something special after that.
Oh, do we have something special after that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll let you take the honors there. Oh, hang on.
Whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Match is not started.
No, that was not a match. You didn't hear any whistle blow. You have a whistle. I know it. There you go. All right, come on. Who's cheering for Phil? Who's cheering for Blake? Come on. Here we go. Whoa.
Match is on.
There is an illegal splash. You can't do that. See how they watch each other's feet? They want to see what their opponent has in store for them. Watch it. Now that right there is called running together.
The third round of best 2 out of 3.
Whoa! Come on, let's hear it for them. They're doing a great job. Whoa! Nice hands for both of them.
Wow. Okay, usually at the beginning of the show, we ask this question. How many people remember the Hank Peters Lumberjack Show? It was here for many years. Get your hands up. Come on, how many? That's right. Today, we're going to have somebody special come out, a lumberjill. This is Hank Peters' granddaughter coming out here and going to do some log rolling for us. Let her hear it, folks. This is Jessie Peters. And she wanted to roll with Phil. So,
All right.
so here we go.
Hey, hang on now. Hang on. And we're gonna push your way out. We're gonna get you all the way from the dock, okay? Hang on, hang on. Hang on there. Push you right out. Go ahead, push out a little bit. Get you away from the dock. I'm gonna watch the dock, okay? Nice and easy, nice and easy. You won't even feel. Come on, let's
There you
go!
go.
Doing a nice job.
Cheer him on.
That's the way, Jess. Come on! I want a nice hand for Jess. That was pretty good. Good job. That's all right. Okay, Jess, you did a great job. What do you mean it's a little wet? It's a lot wet. All right. Is that it? Yeah, I think we better go into the roller skate, Jess. Thank you so much. How about a nice hand for Jesse Peters? Jess, I will be surprised if you actually thought you were going to leave the stage dry. There you go. Okay.
I can't believe what I'm seeing back here.
What are you seeing?
He's putting something on his feet.
Are you kidding
Look
me?
at this.
You
Look
are
at this.
kidding me. You are kidding me. What? Hey! What? Hey, whoa! You got to get on the log. Just stand right there. Stand. Whoa! Okay, you got her. All right. I need your weapon. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice hand for Mr. Phil Scott and for Blake Beecher?
Wow. Roller skating on the lawn.
Hey! You ready? Whoa! Whoa! How about a nice hand for both of our log rollers?
Wow.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you have been absolutely spectacular. After the show, just a couple minutes from now, I'll be over by the end of the bridge. We have some t-shirts for $20 and some regular chairs for $1 like they were in 1985. Thank you all very much. Have a great day here at the fair.